gonna welcome me to the show or what?
No, not right now.
I'm just magically gonna appear.
Look at this. That's the stuff. No fish, no fish. Lots of fish. That's what we're looking for. Welcome to Uncut Angling. I'm Aaron Wiebe. This is Johan Ruhe, all the way from Sweden, and the giant YouTube channel, Kanalgratis. This is the very first time Uncut Angling has done a collaboration with another YouTube channel. This is very exciting.
I'm honored.
We're here at Tamarack Island Lodge on the center of Lake of the Woods, where there's multi-species options like crazy, as evident by a musky caught by Johan Ruhe. And now we're gonna pluck through some crappies here. You can see we've got tons on the screen. We're gonna get a quick limit for supper.
I'm game for that. Never had crappie, so I'm looking forward.
There's not necessarily gonna be giants here, but you can see there's lots of fish. Could be some fun action. This is for you, sir.
Thank you. Just watch me, I'll catch one real fast for you here. Okay, here we go. Fish on. That's the fish. That's how we do it. Uncut angling style, bro. Oh, sorry. That's not uncut angling style.
Hard to reach him when he's 6 feet away.
I just caught my first crappie.
He took your bait.
They're supposed to eat the bait. He's doing his job, I'm doing my job.
First crappie ever. Hold him right out to the camera.
Wow. See that?
Nice panfish. What would you compare that to in Sweden?
A really bad day.
No, but what kind of fish?
There's nothing like this. Aquarium fish, maybe. So do we release this guy?
Yeah, you can let that one go.
You feel the first strike. Biting down is holding the bait. So you'll be a little bit surprised when you're lifting the rod tip that the fish is actually there. Sort of like a musky.
Is that big enough to eat? No, it's about the same, right?
How would you prepare them?
Just fillet them like a walleye.
Okay.
Oh, I mean, I like a zander. Probably like a zander. I'm assuming that you got one too?
Yeah.
In live well? Do you want me to throw that in live well?
Kanalgratis. Sorry?
Do you want me to throw that in live well?
No. Put in here. We'll be catching tons of these.
Come on.
I just want to again talk about how they're biting.
Yes.
And how that it's really
similar
important.
to muskies.
I mean, is this like a regular day? Are they always biting like this?
Yes.
Or okay.
Yeah. How are they biting?
Like they're biting down on it and then they just sit still. They're not swimming it away.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
You know why it feels like that?
No.
Because they feed up with it.
Oh.
A lot of times they're feeding up. See how their mouth is shaped up? So they feed up with it and then you barely feel anything.
Okay, people, I'm going to try to translate what Aaron said into physical.
Yeah, say it in Swedish.
It's going to be awkward. And then later, in 2 or 3 years from now, Google will have voice recognition translation program. Everyone can go back and actually find out what I said.
And I'm going to look back at it and be like, oh, you butchered that translation completely.
Så då försöker vi lyfta upp det här betet en liten bit från botten och känna på hugget. Och nu har jag hugget. Där är hugget och det betyder att jag har en fisk där. Nej, hade jag inte. Man får hålla lite still och ha lite tålamod där. Hugg, hugg. Hugg, hugg.
We've got a bit of a thicker school now, which will probably result in some better bites because the more fish that are down there in that school, the more competition there is and the better chance you're going to get bit on the drop shot. Do you guys drop shot back home?
We use drop shot for perch, sander, sometimes even for pike.
Do you? But I haven't seen drop shotting on Kanalgratis.
No, it's not really a big thing for me and my friends, but we do it every now and then, sure. But
so this rig, extremely effective. You can see on the sonar, fish are 8 feet off the bottom. So that's so key to have your bait right in that zone. So I've got my drop shot weight here, measure 6 feet, and then another 2 feet, and that's where my bait's suspended up the line. So there's no guesswork. I know exactly where that bait is, sitting 8 feet off the bottom to correlate with the fish that are 8 feet off the bottom. And now we're not jigging up and down, reeling slowly, imagination station fishing. The other advantage of this drop shotting is I can use a 1/4 ounce weight on there. You know, if it were windy or if you're fishing in deep water, it gets your bait down really fast. That's way more weight than I would ever put on a jig with a rubber minnow like this because crappie are used to eating really small, light things and they'd spit it out if they felt that weight. So now there's no weight attached to the bait. They can suck it in, like you said, nice and deep. And we're using a 3-inch rubber minnow on there, so if we're getting lots of pecks or whatever, it's not going to fall off. We're not worried about losing our bait. I don't really set the hook, whether I'm drop shotting for bass or whatever I'm drop shotting for. I just reel into it because it's such a small hook.
all right.
Especially if you're using braided line like this. This is like 8-pound Power Pro, which is no stretch, instant hook set. You can see there's other boats fishing in this basin here. This is a classic mud flat basin, lots of finger bays all around, lots of shallow water all around. So at this time of year, we're in end of September here, all the fish come down into these basins. There's a lot of insect life down there, and we're using a minnow imitation to kind of weed out the larger fish.
I saw that hook set. That's nice, Aaron.
It was light, right? Light hook set is gonna go in the live well, and then on the pan tonight.
When we do sharp shooting for sander, we drive around for a long time with the side imaging,
Yeah.
locating big fish.
Fishing on individuals, whereas this is schools, right?
Yeah, you can actually see the jig
Yeah.
and the fish behavior as the fish comes up.
Yeah, I saw amazing footage of giant zander. Everybody
Thank
in
you.
North America talks about zander because we love walleye here. We love big walleye here. And then we see your zander and they're like even bigger than our big walleye.
Okay.
Huge. This show, the best footage from this show is gonna be the footage we steal from Kanal Gratis to fill in the zander talk. Little crappie, big zander.
Soon enough, those Swedish lures are gonna come out of that box. You know that, right?
You can tell, yeah.
I brought stuff. I'm gonna size up. I'm gonna go all crazy here soon. I'm gonna show you some really neat stuff.
I can see it on the screen, so this will be
And
sharp
Aaron's
shooting.
gonna edit that shit straight out. Can you say shit?
And you can't say any swears here.
Oh, okay. So that'll be a beep there. Good. Good on you. Fish on.
Ooh, hello.
Ooh, biggest one so far.
Well, right up in there.
Congrats. Well done. I'm feeling the pressure here right now.
To catch a bigger one?
Yeah. I think that what we do in Sweden when we sort of are not catching big ones, this guy's gonna go off and on comes another guy. Let me get him for you. Stay tuned. Tuned? Is that how you say it?
Yep, yep.
Tuned. So we're ready to put on a bigger bait to catch world record crappie. That's how we do it. This is the hot cod and it's coming on. It's not ready. So I brought some prototypes here. Which color would you go for?
Doesn't matter.
Good answer.
None of them will work. They're all too big, which means you'll have to cut it in half and then it kind of defeats the purpose.
I'm gonna try it anyway. Paddle tail, a little bit more action to it.
Oh man, you need a bigger hook or something?
Probably, but I'm just
In
gonna see.
100 years, you're never gonna catch something on that here.
Okay, we'll see how it goes.
You're never gonna catch them on that. They can't get it in their mouth, right?
I just wanna feel the bite.
My bait relative to the size of these fish is actually pretty big too.
Yeah.
But yours is enormous.
You're making me look like extras.
Yeah, well, you did it yourself. Are you gonna switch up?
I'm not.
You're gonna keep that on?
I'm gonna keep that on and I'm gonna catch a state record.
But you're not gonna help us catch our limit or anything.
Most important thing is you listen to the guide. But we don't have a guide, we have a fishing friend.
So
Fishing
you
buddy
don't
here.
need to listen.
So I don't need to pay attention. But as soon as someone declares themselves as a guide, you really need to pay attention to the guys. You don't have any bass here? Any bass lying around?
There's bass lying around, we'll have to go elsewhere for them.
Okay. Oh, bite!
Really? If you get one on that, it's gonna be the biggest crappie in the school.
Interesting, I got one.
I can't believe you almost caught one.
Are they super active?
Right now?
Yeah?
No.
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 Figured.
If they're super active, they'll just...
And will they ball up on the sonar? Like, will they be like a big ball? No?
They're pretty close right now.
You're doing good, Aaron.
No.
Got one. First
Come
one.
on.
Come on. Did you see that
Is it
technique?
gonna be big?
Oh, it's big.
It's
the
big.
biggest one for today.
Unbelievable. Look at the size of that plastic bait. Everybody's thinking for crappies you need to use really small baits. And I set him up with a 3-inch minnow and he put on a 4-inch thumper tail. Bango.
Piglet did the job.
Tell us about that bait.
It's a prototype. It's coming out next year. We use them back home for perch fishing in Sweden. So we'll just rig in with an offset hook, and you can see that it has a slot in the back of it or down. We're using for Texas rigging, Carolina rigging, all that stuff. So sized up both on the lure and on the fish. Success. I needed to actually get the fish to hunt for it and really eat it. And the only way to do so is get a reaction bite. So what I did was that I dropped the thing all the way down to the bottom, and we can film this. So I just let it all the way down for beginning to start with, all the way down like this. And this is sometimes how I do it to get slow perch going when they're just sitting in the school like this. So all the way down, good.
Keep going.
It's fun.
Are you still explaining?
You get the picture. It did the trick.
As in you caught one.
As in I caught one on an impossible lure according to Mr. Moose over here. Mr. Moose!
Welcome back. This is Uncut Angling and Kanal Gratis, uniting forces in Lake of the Woods at a Tamarack Lodge. What are we doing now?
We're bass fishing.
We are smallmouth bass fishing. Johan has never even seen a smallmouth bass.
This is a absolutely must convert situation.
Bass fishing, take one.
Why are you touching me? Like right now, Aaron.
Yeah, I got you.
Right now. Or the most expensive bass caught in the Uncut Angling fishing show.
We don't fish for bass on Uncut Angling.
Like a $10,000 bass, because that's what this is. Oh, there you go.
Okay.
Oh, there's the $10,000 bass. Oh, yeah.
Worth the trip from Sweden.
Oh, here we go. Landing it. Oh.
First smallmouth ever. Look out.
On cue.
Yep.
That's how we do it.
Yep. You called for it.
I did. I converted.
We call that a very smallmouth.
Thanks for taking me bass fishing in Canada.
You're welcome.
So we got the most expensive bass ever caught. You can put that in your title and you're gonna get 1 million views.
Have you had that for the whole trip, Johan?
What?
That stupid look on your face?
Mm-hmm.
Is the dew still bad? It's not as bad, but still bad. Maybe if we put a bag over it.
Still gonna have that look on my face, it's just you don't have to see it.
I was talking about putting a bag over the camera. You're getting really paranoid about that. Seems like.